Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for being here today and for your support of the channel. I really do appreciate it. And just a quick reminder that if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you're interested in doing so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that you'll always be notified when I upload a new reading. So in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be getting the channeled message of the day from Spirit. And to do this reading, I've laid out 3 piles of cards here. Pile 1, you're going to be this gray and red moon here. Pile 2, you're going to be this green moon crystal. And pile 3, you're going to be the blue moon. So take a minute and focus on the piles and decide which one you're most drawn to. You can then scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into this reading. Hi, pile 1. So you guys chose the gray and red moon here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have Irene here with peace. Beautiful. You have communication with the calcinthite crystal. You have wonders here with another crystal. You have success. And it says, today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. Beautiful. You also have the healer here. And finally, you have Galahad, and it says triumph, surrender, courage, purity. Wow, I love this energy. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, pile 1, and that some of you in this pile may be healers of some sort. So maybe you work in the medical field healing others. Maybe you are a spiritual healer. Maybe you're a Reiki worker, a massage therapist. You know, there could be a lot of different ways. But I do feel like for some of you here, you bring peace into other people's lives. You bring this healing, peaceful energy here. And I do feel like for some of you, this involves communication. So you could be like a counselor healing others. You could be like I said, a doctor, a nurse. You could be a spiritual healer, you know, a psychic. But I feel like you use communication in some way to heal people here and to bring this sense of peace. And I feel like it's really beautiful, and I feel like it brings this wonder into people's lives, you know, this sense of, wow, you know, how is this person able to do this? How were they able to bring me this peace in my life, this healing? So there is this beautiful sense of wonder about your gifts here. And I do feel like you will be successful in whatever this is, because we have, you know, the success card here. And we also have this card here, which talks about triumph and success. And so I do feel like whatever this is that you're doing here, pile one, it is successful and it will be successful. And, I do feel like you are this, like I said, pure person who's able to bring this healing energy, this peace into others' lives, possibly through communication. And I think it's really a beautiful gift. It's this wonder here. And some of you may even be, using crystals in your healing, because we do have the crystal energy here. So maybe you're crystal healers. That could resonate as well. But I want to get some tarot now to get some more energy here. So you have the Wheel of Fortune here. And that talks about fate and destiny. And it talks about, it can even talk about, fortune, success. So like I said before, I do feel like you will be successful in this. But I also feel like for some of you, this gift or this ability is part of your DNA. It's part of your fate to do this, whatever it is that you're doing here. It's something that you are meant to do in this lifetime. So I get that energy as well here. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is beautiful because that that talks about this success again, this ability to heal, this ability to nurture others, provide for others, heal others, and bring this sense of peace. Because the Queen of Pentacles is very peaceful and she's very nurturing and she's very successful. So that energy makes a lot of sense here. You also have the Page of Cups, which is another healing energy. The Page of Cups is very sensitive and brings that loving, healing energy to those that he meets. And I feel like this is you here sort of offering this cup of peace and healing and love to others. And, I feel like others really appreciate that about you, pile one. You also have the Emperor here. Beautiful. Because the Emperor is someone who is in power, who's in control of themselves and maybe even others. They're this leader, this teacher. So I do feel like you have this very strong leadership energy about you, pile one, and you're able to lead others. You're able to guide others. You may even be a teacher, in this pile. But yeah, just very powerful leadership energy here in this pile. So I love that. So I just want to get one last card here for you guys. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance for pile one, please? Final message or guidance, please. Okay, so you have this card here and it says blessing from the universe. The universe is preparing for you an abundance of blessings beyond your imagination. Wow. So yeah, this is the success that I was talking about here. I feel like there is this abundance that is coming into your life here, pile one. And this is a blessing from the universe. This is something that the universe is preparing for you. And I feel like it is going to be beyond your wildest dreams here, beyond your imagination. So I love that. So that is what I have for you guys today, pile one. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile two. So you guys chose the green moon here. And let's take a look at your blessing of the, your message of the day. Okay, so you have money here and it says, find a way to abundance. You also have the fluorite crystal here with introspection, Asteron. You have the grind. You have Ocean here with Fearless Love. You have Leadership, and it says, step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. Beautiful. And lastly, you have Conjunction here with a union, merging and coming together. Interesting. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, Pile 2, that they are wanting you to find this path or maybe new stream of income here, this way to abundance. So there may be something in your life that you're doing right now, you know, that's represented by this grind here, that is capable of finding or giving you more money. Or, you know, maybe you're doing something, this grind here every day, but there's another thing that you would like to do, or, you know, maybe a different, you know, a side job, or like starting your own business or something like that, where there's another path that's available to you that maybe you're not aware of yet, or maybe you're not taking, that will lead you to abundance here. And I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to sort of open up to that. And I feel like it involves introspection here, really looking at yourself and looking at what you like to do, what you want to do, you know, getting in touch with ways of maybe making more money. You know, maybe you are working in a 9-to-5, you know, business job right now, but you love to create things, you know, and you love to paint. So maybe you start painting on the side and you know, sell your paintings and they make money for you, and you find that, you know, new money source. So it's kind of about, you know, really just introspecting, I feel like, and getting in touch with what are your gifts, what are your passions, you know, and how can you maybe make those into money, you know, how can you open a new avenue for yourself. So that's sort of the message I'm getting here. But there's also a message here about love and merging. So this could have to do with, you know, finding something that you love to do. Like I said before, maybe it's creating something, maybe it's, you know, starting your own business, whatever it is, but really being fearless about it and stepping into that leadership role, whatever that may be. You know, like I said, maybe you decide to paint things on the side and you sell them. Maybe you decide to be, you know, be a business owner and start your own business and lead in that way, you know, however it resonates here. But I do feel like it's about, you know, merging and coming together with this thing that you're passionate about or that you love, that, and finding this way to abundance here. You know, like I said, however that resonates for you. So very interesting energy. So I want to get some tarot now to clarify this. So you have the Two of Wands. And that makes sense because that's about making plans, you know, planning for our future. So maybe you sit down and you make a plan about this, you know, side job, or you make a plan about this new creative project that you want to get into, or this new business you want to start. You know, you start planning for it, you start preparing for it. That's what the Two of Wands is about. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to step into here. You also have Temperance here. And that's about creating balance in our life, you know, finding this way to abundance so that we can find balance within our lives, you know, financially, materially, setting up that firm foundation for ourselves. And, it's also about, being in that energy of introspection, going within, figuring out, what am I passionate about? What are my gifts? What are my skills? So beautiful. You also have the Knight of Wands here, which is an energy of taking action. And like I said, finding out what you're passionate about and going after it, pile two. So if you do, want to start your own business, or you do want to, create something, Spirit is saying, go for it. Take that action. Make sure you're planning ahead, but then take that action, pile two, to make that happen. You also have the Three of Wands, which is this energy here of coming together with others. So maybe you need to work with others in some way, or maybe you need to get advice from someone who's done this before, so maybe if you love to paint, maybe it's about taking a class in painting and learning more about it. Or maybe if you want to start your own business, it's about taking a business class on how to, start your own business. So it's really about, merging with others and cooperating with others here. So I love that. So I just want to get one last card for you guys. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance for pile two, please? Final message or guidance, please. So you have grateful heart here. And it says, a grateful heart transforms ordinary days into miracles. The more you appreciate what you have at present, the more abundance flows into your life. Beautiful. So yeah, there's a message here about really being grateful for everything that you do have right now, pile two, because being in that energy of gratitude creates more abundance. It really does. It's the law of attraction. What we put out is what we get back, So Spirit is reminding you here that, while you are trying to find this way to more abundance, make sure that you're being grateful for everything that you do have in this moment. And that will create that beautiful flow of abundance and attraction here. So I love that. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile two. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile threes, you guys chose the blue moon here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. Just gonna fix this here. So you have a grand symphony here. You have confidence with the bee. You have rebirth with the phoenix. You have cooperation and partnership bring great rewards. And it says, two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. And it comes from Ecclesiastes verse 4:9. You have lady here, and it says, enjoy growth and reap rewards. And finally, you have commune. Beautiful energy. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, pile three, that there's something that you may be working on right now, or maybe you will be in the future, that involves cooperating with others, that involves working with others in some way to make this beautiful symphony here, this grand symphony. Because if you think about a symphony, it requires all different instruments and all different types of musicians to create this beautiful music, this beautiful symphony. And I feel like that is what this project or this goal of yours requires, is communing with others, working with others to bring great rewards. And I do feel like this project or goal also requires you to be very confident right now, confident in yourself and confident in your ability to succeed here and to bring these great rewards. The bee is a very hard worker, but they're also very confident in what they do, and what they create. So it is about, really stepping into that confidence here. And for some of you, I do feel like there could be some sort of rebirth here. So maybe, you started this project in the past and maybe you stopped doing it, or you let it go for whatever reason. Maybe it wasn't successful, maybe you didn't have time for it, maybe you didn't enjoy it anymore, whatever it was. But I feel like, for some of you here, there is going to be a rebirth here of whatever this is that you've been working on. And I feel like this rebirth is going to bring these great rewards here, because we have the lady here with enjoy growth and reap rewards. So I do feel like whatever this is, there's going to be a rebirth of it, and it is going to grow, and it is going to reap rewards here. We have the apples all over this card, which represent abundance. And I do feel like there is going to be this abundance for you, pile 3. And I do feel, like I said again, it's about working with others here in some way. So if you own a business, maybe this is about working with your employees within the business, or if this is starting your own business, maybe you need to work with a partner here, or maybe you need to hire certain people that have certain skills, however it resonates for you. But I do feel this sense of working with others here and cooperating. And I think it's going to be really beautiful, pile 3. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this. So you have the 2 of Cups. Yeah, and that can talk about partnership, working with others again. So, I do feel like this could be, you and someone else starting a business together, or this could be you working with your employees, or this could be even in regards to a relationship, you creating this beautiful symphony with a partner, so it could resonate a lot of different ways here, but there is this beautiful energy of cooperation here. You also have the Fool energy, which is an energy of new beginnings, stepping into something new. And I feel like this is this rebirth energy here. I feel like whatever this is, it's going to feel new to you in some way. Even if you've done it in the past and deserted it, it's going to feel brand new again. And I feel like it's going to be a beautiful, successful project or endeavor for you, pile 3. You also have the 3 of Cups, which is, it's an energy of celebration, of celebrating our success, being happy, being joyful. And it's also about celebrating with others. So I feel like whatever this is that you're doing or creating here, you will be celebrating that. And maybe even with these other people that you're communing with here, these other people that you're working with on this project or goal. So I love that for you. Finally have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And that's the ultimate card of success, pile 3. That's when we get all the rewards, and we have worked hard and we've, put in the time, put in the effort, and we're seeing the rewards of that. We're reaping the rewards. And so I do feel like this time of success and abundance will be coming into your life, pile 3, if it hasn't already. So I love that. So I just want to get one last card here for you guys. So Spirit, can I get a final message or guidance, please? Okay. So you have light of hope here. And it says, no darkness can silence your inner stars. Beautiful. So yeah, I feel like, Spirit is asking you to just have hope in this, pile 3. Have hope in whatever this project or goal is, and know that it will come to you here. As long as you keep that hope and keep that faith and not let, any darkness come in the way of that. And I also, feel this rebirth energy here with this. So maybe, like I said, for some of you, you tried this in the past and it didn't work out. But I do feel like there is this beautiful energy of rebirth and hope here, pile 3. So just remember that. So that's all I have for you guys today, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.